You've probably all seen from a lot of my posts that I've done recently, some great help from a lady called Tammy, who's amazing. And I've been focusing quite a bit on weight loss, weight control. It's kind of been my thing for the last couple of weeks. And it was suggested to me that it might be helpful to just kind of talk about a little bit more about weight control and how do we lose weight and everything else. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, and people that know me know that I've never really battled with my weight. I'm quite lucky in that I've just got that metabolism. I don't necessarily eat particularly well all the time, but I'm quite lucky. So I thought it might be useful to just talk about weight and diets from my perspective. You know, I'm a real person. Listen, I'm a hypnotherapist. I help people with their weight issues, but I'm also a woman who is going through the menopause, you know, the usual rubbish that us women have to deal with. But I've been doing something called metabolic renewal. It's absolutely brilliant. It's not one of these big, well-known, slim, fast, you know, Weight Watchers. It's nothing like that. And I'm not saying for 1 second they don't work. But what I was finding is that I've always exercised. I've always been a believer in, you know, healthy mind, healthy body and all that. And I used to find that I'd work out, do my hour session, you know, my cardio, the treadmill, you know, in the gym, and my body responded. And then I started going through the menopause and something changed. I found that what I used to do and that used to really work wasn't working. So first lockdown, I was outside every day because the weather was so nice, every day working out, doing these hour-long sessions with lunges, squats, all the usual things that we all love. And it wasn't really working. I used to look in the mirror and think, I've done 5 sessions this week. 5 sessions a day, God. And I just couldn't see the difference. I felt better, and I'm sure inside I was better, but it just didn't make any difference to my body. So I thought, hey, what is going on? I'm working as hard, but nothing's showing. So I started doing a little bit of research, and it became really obvious that there are so many women in my position at my age that are going through the menopause and are flogging their bodies 5 days a week in the gym, you know, doing all the things that I've just talked about, and nothing was changing. I thought, hey, that's me. So listen, I'm not a doctor. I can't even really explain this very well, but all I know is that I've come across this metabolic renewal thing, and basically what it's suggesting is that as we get older, particularly women, our bodies change, and we know that, ladies, don't we? We all know that. And what worked before doesn't work now because our bodies need something different. They need to respond differently. Our hormones are raging. You know, we all know the progesterone, estrogen balance, which changes when you get into the menopause. And foods that used to work for me don't work anymore. Bread, whoa, don't go anywhere near bread. We all know bread's a bad one. Can't do bread. So I started cutting these things out, but it was all a bit of a hit and miss. And I just thought, what do I need to do here? So I do this metabolic renewal. It's nothing rocket science in terms of the food that you're eating. We all know that we should eat tons of spinach and kale and everything else. We all know that we shouldn't eat biscuits, we shouldn't eat cakes. Okay, we all know that. But I think it's the combination of foods that we're eating. So most mornings I have a smoothie because I love my fruit, but I can't honestly bother to stand there and chop it all up and put it in a bowl with yogurt and everything. I just throw it all in a blender with spinach, kale, if I haven't got any spinach, flax seeds, all the usual things. So I'm not really going to talk too much about that because I think we all know that. But the one thing that I have discovered as part of this program, and do Google it, it's Metabolic Renewal Programs. There's quite a few on the market. But I do every day a 7-minute intensity program. There's nothing cardio. It is literally 7 minutes, and it basically is comprised of a series of very short and sharp exercises. So for example, workout 1 would be something like a 30-second squat hold, a 30-second prayer hands press, so this, and then a 30 seconds lunge hold. That's it, that's workout 1. You do that twice. And then you'll do another one, which might be more stretching. So stretching over this way, stretching over that way. It takes 7 minutes. Honestly, it's unbelievable. My body is shaking. It is shaking by the time I've finished. And it's 7 minutes a day. And you don't need to put your gym gear on. You don't need to put all your workout gear everywhere. You don't need anything. I mean, I've done it in my pajamas. I've done it in my tracksuit bottoms. You know, it's brilliant. And it's all about isometrics. It's all isometric pressure. So it's really pushing and resisting your own body. And it's really good. You know, I don't have time to go to the gym anymore. Not that we can, of course. I don't want to do it. I don't feel inspired to do it. I want to do something that really works for my body. So that's it, really. I just thought it might be useful, you know, real women talking to real women and just telling you what I do and how I find it works, because it's just soul destroying, isn't it? When you're doing all this gym stuff and eating all this amazing food and nothing's really changing. Well, our bodies are changing. We're changing. You know, my body is not the same as it was 5 years ago, let alone 10 years ago. So why would the things that I did then work now? So that's it, really. So if you're interested, you know, private message me and I will tell you the site that I'm on. You do have to subscribe, as you do with all these things, but it's not a lot of money. It's just one subscription and you pay, and it gives you the whole, you know, belly blaster 24-hour thing where you cleanse your system. Really good. I mean, I did that for a while. I think it's a 10-day program. Actually, I've done it twice. And I lost about £6. Anyone that knows me really well knows I don't have loads to lose, but it's relative to me and it's how I feel. But these little short intensity workouts are amazing. Anyway, I will leave you with that and talk to you soon.